brick pie style.
Whoa, girl, take it easy. That's it. I'm out of here.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Brony Show, episode 383. We are back after a weekend of love, death!
Yes.
Oh, right, your name is Death.
Hi, have you met Death Like Productions? She is awesome.
Actually, I was making a reference, ironically, to an anime, but
Yeah, I know.
Wait, you actually know the reference, or do you know that I was making a reference?
I knew you were making a reference. It was way too smooth.
Yes, but Valentine's or Hearts Warming, or no, that's several months ago.
Hearts and Hooves.
Hearts and Hooves. You know what? The day of that single people know exactly how single they are and then get a bunch of cheap chocolate candy afterwards has happened and finished.
Lonely Hearts Awareness Day.
Owner of a lonely
But now that that's over, it is time to wrap up the rest of February and all the birthday information and all the other stuff it entails. So we're only a few weeks away until spring is supposed to be coming, and if everything is to be believed, it will come in roaring like a lion and our forest will be on fire by March.
I do not believe it. I still got like over about a foot just of solid packed ice everywhere. And then on top of that, I still have almost 6 foot of snow everywhere on top of that. So.
Unfortunately, I'm more inclined to believe it, just because we have a light sprinkling of snow on the ground, and by all weather forecast beginning tomorrow, the temperature is just going to go up with clear skies. So I have no idea. I don't believe much of anything.
And then you go 6 miles my direction.
But in any case, yes, everybody, in any case, it is time to have another week of Brony fun. But, of course, I will not be bringing it by myself. No, we have a wonderful cavalcade of... I gotta come up with a different name. Why cavalcade?
I have no clue why you chose that word out of all of them.
I don't know either. You know what? We have a wonderful grouping, a wonderful team, a wonderful troop. We have a team of expendables here to bring you all of the fun of the Brony community for this week. We have Deathlight Productions.
Yeah, that everyone were expendable.
We have Textalion.
Do not buy a Nissan. Please don't.
It's expendable. We have Suki of the Otaku Ascended.
Hooray for civil service.
And we have the most expendable one of them all, Toa.
Hi, I could be built and replaced like...
He can't be replaced like that, that's for sure.
I was waiting for a click or something. I didn't do that.
He actually did snap his fingers.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of did that just for emphasis. Also, Peanut Gallery can work, boss.
Yeah, but you guys are more than peanuts. I mean, I pay you in peanuts, but you're worth more than peanuts.
Hey, I was supposed to be paid in cashews.
Unfortunately, the cashews are too expensive.
I thought I was getting paid in almonds.
Sorry, but you're all...
It said so right in the contract. He only pays peanuts. All other nuts are non-existent.
No, unfortunately, you're all getting paid in... what's that, filibusters? No.
No, filibuster is when...
No, I know what a filibuster is. I forget the name of the nut. All because of Jim Partner is a monkey. That nut is stuck in my head, but now I can't even remember the name.
Walnut?
No. It's the same. It's what they put in the mixed nuts, but it's like 50% of the mixed nuts. So you get like 3 almonds, 4 peanuts, and then 20 of this this one nut that nobody likes.
I was saying most of the stuff that I get is like 90% of it's either peanuts or pretzels.
No, this is like full on mixed nuts.
Yeah, I guess I get the expensive stuff. I get beer nuts and that brand. So
fair enough. In any case, so we're all nuts here. Let's go ahead and start off with the show. Of course, we got quite a bit to talk about here, but let's go ahead and warm up our vocal cords. And what better way to do it than a little bit of What's Up, Brony? So I have to ask everybody, what's up, Bronies?
Jury duty.
Really?
woo!
Yeah, I have to go downtown tomorrow for it.
By the way, class 4, it's not pistachios. Pistachios are actually really, really good, and a lot of people do eat them.
Let's see. There's normally peanuts, of course, almonds, walnuts, Brazil nuts, cashews, hazelnuts, and pecans.
No,
maybe it's pecans.
No, I don't think it's pecans. I'll look into this. But jury duty, man, that sucks. I've only had twice where I've had one of those things where it's like you might be in jury duty, and they never actually summoned me. But that really does suck, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, which sucks because my jurisdiction does have a system in place where all I had to do was call tonight and they'd be like, okay, these groups only these groups have to report. Of course, mine was one of them.
Happens.
Well, for me, I'm finally getting a bunch of art done.
Filberts! They're Filbert nuts! Filbert nuts!
Okay.
Sorry, anyway, continue on, please.
That's
Yeah.
Wait, a filbert nut is a hazelnut, apparently.
Really?
Yeah, look at.
Oh my god, it is hazelnuts. Wow.
You learned something today, ladies and gentlemen.
We've learned about the Jimmies of the nut world, apparently.
Yep.
But,
Okay.
So, yeah, a bunch of art that I commissioned like about a week or two ago, pretty much last month, are finally coming around. So 2 of them now, they just need to be colored. I approved the line art and stuff on it so far. So
Nice.
Also, Circuit. One other quick thing. I realized that I should have looked at my summons closer because there's a questionnaire you're supposed to fill out on it. You can do it online. You want to know what one of their primary questions to ask is?
What's that?
Let's see. Hang on, let me pull this up here. Do you have or are you employed by any of the following insurance companies?
Oh.
I work for a lot of insurance companies, but that's a scrapyard. That's what we do.
Do you happen to work for that insurance company that they're asking if you work for?
It's basically the 4 major ones for this area: Allstate, Geico, Progressive, and State Farm.
Oh boy.
Yes.
So I don't know. I don't know. That could mean that maybe while I'm sitting there tomorrow, they're gonna call me and say like, you know what, go the hell home.
Which they off work.
It's either that or that basically just lessens my chances of being on a civil trial.
Could be.
I can see either
And-
way.
So don't ever say, yay, I get off work. It sucks not getting that at least 8 hours in. Because your paychecks are like, oh, crap.
It depends on your work. It depends on your work.
Yeah, I get those 8 hours. That's still a paid day for me.
Yeah, if I were to go into jury duty, I would still get those paid hours along with a small stipend for actually being on the jury.
Yeah. Also
But no, it's the jobs that don't pay you and you're forced to go on jury duty that you get pissed. Those are the best up ones.
Yeah,
Well,
but
even if I need to check if I do or not, but even if I don't, it's like, well, I'm going to come back and see there's like 50 things in my work tab now. Which sucks.
That's fair. Yes.
I've been on jury duty before, and no amount of pay could make up for some of the things I've had to go through. I'll say that much.
Fair enough. Then again, I have nothing to go off of except what I've heard about jury duty and what I know about jury duty. I've never actually been on jury duty. And
I came with a master plan. I'm just going to have a roaming name, so about every other month you see my name attached to a different state.
Ooh, tricky bastard. Okay, anyway, let's go ahead and move on here. A little bit of what's up, Brony, going on with me, because, oh man, this week has been packed for me. And I can't even go through half of it, because it's kind of something in the works for the moment, until I actually have something to show. So, first off, I went to the Sonic movie, first day, because somebody paid. I went. It was completely free for me, and that's pretty much the only reason I went.
How was it?
Nice.
You know, I've been saying this over and over in different groups and stuff, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say it verbatim. It's a good popcorn flick. It's obviously, anybody in their right mind should not expect that it's going to be like the the Sonic Shake Redemption. It's not going to be this amazing video game movie that's going to surpass Marvel in every single way, shape, and form. That it's not anything like that. It does better than DC, which unfortunately is not saying a lot. And it is actually one of the better video game movies to have come out in a long time, which unfortunately, that bar is so low that reality TV shows can probably pass it in some cases.
I don't know. I mean, Ready Player One was pretty good, but that was based around...
That was more of a book and not a video game movie.
Yeah, we're talking about actual video game movies.
Movies based around a video game property.
The last video game movie that we have to compare to is Detective Pikachu, and even then, that's like, how did Sonic do better than that?
Actually, they did better than that because Detective Pikachu came out a couple of weeks after Avengers Endgame, which is not a smart move.
Yeah.
Endgame would be blowing up box offices for at least a couple of months. But no, Detective Pikachu did well too, but it actually surpassed it. Anyway, so getting back on track here, the story is pretty status quo for a story. Alien is in our world. They meet up with the humans. Some humans hate him. Some humans like him. Alien teams up with humans. Alien decides to defend the humans. Alien blows up the evil human. But in this case, it's Sonic. But Jim Carrey was amazing. He was hilariously fun. Just because it was nice to see the old Jim Carrey. But the old Jim Carrey cranked up to an 11, the evil switch flicked on, and the knob broken off. He goes completely nuts in this.
So basically, the combination of Ace Ventura, Cable Man, and The Grinch.
You know what? I would go with that. Kind of a little combination of all of those, really. But it was honestly really good. I'd say it's a good popcorn flick. If you can go to it. I don't think you should go to it Saturday night, spend $13, $15 on it. No. But if you can get a matinee price, if you rent the DVD or the Blu-ray, or even buy it when it comes out, because it's one of those that you'll like to sit down, watch for some fun, and then that's it. It's not painful to watch, which is amazing in itself. It's not. The CG
I'm
effects.
personally going to wait till it comes out on Redbox.
Yeah, the CG effects were good. They did a really good job redoing Sonic, and I think Saber Spark said it best. You have to, some of the times when you're watching these scenes, you're like, how would this have actually played out if they used that old Sonic CG model that was so horrendously bad? Because it would have been a horrible cringe fest otherwise. So it does really, really well. It did really, really well, and I enjoyed it. I had no complaints. I sat through the whole thing. I did not get bored. I did not get irritated. I did not get tired. Everything of it was good. Definitely a popcorn flick, and that's all I wanted in a video game movie nowadays. Just a freaking popcorn flick that I don't have to feel like I'm ashamed to even watch it.
Yeah. And Circuit, I'll add one thing from my perspective on it.
Yeah.
Pretty much... It definitely made me want the sequel.
It does. It sequel baits at the beginning and the end, and oh my god, it sequel baits the hell out of it. But we got
and I will say it does definitely do one very smart thing. It tries to focus on being its own thing. It has references, but it doesn't overload it. So I think that's the good thing, is that it didn't overload it with references, so that way people who aren't truly familiar with Sonic can also come in.
Yep.
Also, just from someone who's seen the reviews and not actually seen the movie itself.
Then you have no real opinion because you're just going off. You're parroting off of other people.
I was going to say that it is kind of neat that the one screenshot that I have seen from the actual movie goes, "Oh, so we're not going that route. Neat."
Well, it is a cheap and
Fair enough.
charging ammo source.
Anyway, that was my reconnaissance in regards to the movie.
I get it.
I don't know how you would get it.
Yeah, but yeah. Also, Circuit, can I basically say that there's only really two major spoilers that you can say in this movie? One is actually story based. The other one is a reference.
Yeah, I believe
and I'll
yeah.
say, and all I can say, and the only thing I can say that doesn't spoil it is Crazy Carl.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
No, okay, so no. Toa,
No, sorry,
Toa,
you don't get to say it because you
Toa,
have a higher risk of saying it.
Toa, we love you. No. Just nod and smile. We're going to move on. We don't even want you to risk accidentally giving it out. I'm sorry. You have a really, really bad habit of spoiling it, even when you're trying not to, because you do talk too much. So we're going to go ahead. We've said our piece with Sonic. We're going to move on, and I'm going to talk about the latest project that the Brony Show is currently working on.
Well,
Now-
it's cool seeing Shadow Head.
No! Why in the hell? Wait, what?
Okay, spoilers, guys. No, Shadow is not in this movie.
No,
That was a troll for a second.
How dare you say that?
In fact, if anything, I'll be perfectly honest. If they're going to go a franchise like this, I would say Shadow wouldn't show up until I'd say the end of the third movie, maybe a fourth.
I would give it third movie. I'd honestly give it third movie just to have that super evil protagonist.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Having seen the movie, I could go into it, but I can tell you, I've already got an idea of how you do the next movie, and you end the next movie with the tease of the third one. I say Shadow is the tease for the fourth one.
Anyway, now that I basically just got messed with, I will give it to Toa though. That was top level trolling right there. I did not see that coming. And wait, why is this showing up here?
Also, you didn't have any of the other chats on that whole time.
Oh, the Kiwi chat. Well, I'm trying to get the Kiwi chat up. Apparently, it's grabbing onto the side tube I have up. I'm just glad it wasn't the other side tube.
Found chicken back now.
I didn't say that. And that's not Kiwi either. Why is it not bringing up the Kiwi chat? Come on.
Is Kiwi being a dick?
It's not being a dick. I have it up. I just don't know why it's not grabbing it right. Hold on, everybody. I apologize. I'm trying to get the chats up here.
Yeah. So Circuit's into people from New Zealand. He's trying to be grabbed by a Kiwi.
There we go.
All right, but yeah, we are getting the chats up here because usually for the warm up of the vocal cords, we don't have the stuff up. But anyway, getting back on track here. As I was mentioning, I have been working on a project on the Brony Show here, and I'm feeling a little bit more confident about it at this point. So we are going to. Anyway, here's a little teaser of it. We are doing a Celebrity Pony Jeopardy parody with a few people. And right now we basically have the script written up. We are still working on a few edits in it and cleaning things up a bit. But yeah, I think soon we will be getting voices recorded and reaching out to some artists to get stuff done. So yeah, the Brony Show will actually have a produced product that isn't just going to be us sitting in front of a computer for 2 hours talking about crap.
Well, then again, whenever we did the readings, it was kind of a produced product.
Yeah.
No,
No, that is not a produced product. I would not put my name on those. Those were fun, those were silly, those were not production quality.
There's a difference between production quality and then just shooting something. What we're doing, just shooting something.
We were shooting the things, man. There was a lot of shooting. Any case, just a little something to look forward to. Also, I do apologize for Sunday. for some weird reason, after Saturday, I went home, I had a nap, and then I just kind of degraded quickly to the point where I could barely move on Sunday.
You might have gotten the Sonic flu.
I think I just got a cold in general, because I heard a cold was running around. But no, it really wiped me out, so I do apologize that there was no Let's Play at that time. Luckily, I started to recover a bit before the show in proper, so we do have a show today. That's great stuff. Also, speaking of errors in publishing here, I do like to thank Creature for all of his amazing and tireless work getting the show edited when we're done with it, as well as creating these title cards. However, we do have to laugh a little at some silly expense. Now, some of you may remember, saw earlier the title card that we did have when we started up the show, as well as the thumbnails if you're looking at YouTube archives. And this is the initial one that I got. Some of you may not notice what the problem is. Some of you probably already know what the problem is.
You mean aside from the lip, or is it something else?
No, it's pretty much the lip.
Yeah. Oh, right. I forgot to mute myself before watching. Sorry.
It's alright.
Sorry, I was watching it. Sorry, I just just got the news of what happened at Daytona.
Oh, wow.
That crash.
Yeah.
But anyway, the reason that it's so funny is I pointed it out to Creature, and he he's like, oh, well, we better go ahead and change that then. I'm like, no, it's okay, we could keep it. Nobody will know, maybe. But no, we decided to change it anyway, so he rebooted his Adobe, and it said that his Adobe expired and charged him $600 to renew his license.
Ooh. Yikes.
Yeah, so that was just kind of funny that basically we had a Sonic of our own where something didn't look quite right. We went back to edit it, and it cost us a chunk of money. But thank you so much Creature, thank you so much for all of the amazing work that you do. But this was a little funny.
Hey, Creature is awesome, and anyone who tells me otherwise is wrong.
Oh no, Creature's awesome. I love Creature to death. I love him amazingly. This title image we have right now is still way awesome. Look at that. That's a happy Dashi.
I just don't see anything wrong with that picture. It looks perfectly fine to me.
It looks perfectly fine. Let's go ahead and talk about it again.
Alright, so news.
Right, let's go ahead and move into news here. We're going to start off with BabsCon, who has teased that Josh Harbour is going to be joining into BabsCon this year. Now, that's one big thing, but that isn't the only big announcement. Apparently, in fact, this has got some people scuttering around for BabsCon tickets now. It looks like Mystery Skulls is actually going to be performing at BabsCon as well.
Nice.
Yep. It caught me completely off guard. A couple of my friends are, in fact, just like, did you know this? No. What? We need rooms, man. Okay. Good luck with that.
Yeah, you should have told me that months ago.
No. BabsCon isn't as... Well, it's still pretty booked up. In fact, apparently, the one in Dallas, I forgot the name of it. HarmonyCon apparently did really, really well this last weekend. So,
yeah, I heard about that from a bunch of friends. They're like, yeah, it was pretty packed.
Yeah.
It had like 600 to 800 people, if I'm recalling right off the top of my head.
Yeah. You have to remember the conventions are dying. Nah, I'm kidding. Okay, actually, this is the question I was wondering if anybody was going to ask. Class 4. Why is Mystery Skulls showing up?
Mystery Ben? Duh.
Well, that's pretty much what we're thinking at this point. Because we do have to remember, it's not is it Mystery Ben? No, it's not Mystery Ben.
Yeah, Mystery Ben did the 10 about Storm. Sorry, the 10 table thing with the...
Well, essentially, Mystery Ben did do a lot of animated videos, pony animations. But he also is animating for Mystery Skulls on a lot of their music.
Also, the very first Ghost, you can see Rarity in a human.
Well, yeah, he paid homage to all of his other animations in the first one.
Also, I don't know. The thing I almost wonder about this is, does this mean that we might get the announcement of the next video in the series?
That
Ooh,
could happen.
that would be interesting. I gotta admit that.
It's kind of a long shot because apparently, if you look at the release dates on these videos, Ghost 5 years ago, then 3 years ago, then last year. So technically, if we're going by that process, the next video should be next year.
Hmm.
But it would be interesting if that's what we got.
Hey, who knows? And besides, you can always sell art at the convention.
Well, in any case, it's a pretty good hint of why Mystery Skulls is going to be performing there. Does Brony Show have a Patreon? Yes and no. We do have one set up, but we don't have it set up with anything yet. I have been extremely lazy because, other than the podcast and the random Let's Play, I haven't really been doing much that I could consider charging or asking for money for. So I haven't.
Are you saying you could have been paying us the whole time to be here?
No. No, I mean the podcast is a lot of fun, but I mean the podcast is like semi-professional quality at best, because we do record it. I try to keep it in a format, but we gotta admit we're completely off the walls.
Nah, yeah.
It's better to be off the walls than to always be stale and be like, "Welcome to the show. Here are the topics. Here are the guests. Shall we continue?"
I've muted Toakoi.
Yay.
And there was much rejoicing. Moving on to the news. Let's actually get on to the news here. We should. Blind bags, bow sets, and Target has new pop-up collection No, I'm sorry, I mixed that. Apparently, wait, really? Okay, so there is now blind bag bow ties that are at Target.
I'm down for that. Who else?
You know, I'd probably get one just to see what the hell it's like, because that is intriguing as hell.
Also, that one show.
They're mini bows, by the way.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not surprised by that. If anything, they're probably like little hair clip bows.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
They show a picture in the back.
Yeah.
Although the one on the Pinkie Pie one does remind me of the bow given to Spike in All's Well That Ends Well.
A little bit, but it's actually full of candy. But I see your point. In any case, along with, speaking of candy, it looks like push-up pop-ups have popped up at Walmart. And yeah, here's some more mini bow things. Here we go. Yeah, they're definitely hair clippies. You can see it right there.
Yep.
And in fact, some of them are, I'm not going to lie, they're lame. They're kind of lame. I mean, other than the fact that you could see like a little, probably plastic tag that says My Little Pony on it, they're incredibly generic.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to collect them, go for it. But yeah, unless you get one of those weird candy ones, it's going to look really, really generic.
Actually, it'd probably be good for pony flesh.
Oh well, yeah, I guess you could do it for plushies too. Okay, alright, Vaguely. Thank you for the heads up, Vaguely. But so apparently embedded IRC will start to freak out if you don't keep typing in it, so you may want to pop it out.
Yeah, we definitely need to actually get the embed updated.
Yeah.
The new embed shouldn't do that.
Yeah, I have been working on reaching out to our webmaster to start getting things fixed up and see what we can do to update the website, but yeah, slow going there.
Oh, and Chaos That Guy is asking, do we have a Patreon? I told him we don't, but that is an extra.
No, we did. I already mentioned it. We kind of do. We kind of don't. It's there. You can put money into it, but there's nothing to unlock with it. I made a Patreon as soon as I found out they were going to start changing the pricing structure of it in a couple of days. Unless you had one already, then it got grandfathered in. So I just made one to have one grandfathered in. But I didn't feel it was ready for Patreon for actually promoting it yet. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on here. We do got quite a few things to talk about. And speaking of merchandise, TeePublic just had a flash sale. It's already over, but the fact is that it's TeePublic. Oh, for the love of, hold on.
Here we go again.
Okay, I'm trying to bring it up here, but apparently, for some reason, everything in its grandma thinks I'm a bot.
You are not real. You are not allowed here.
Second, are you typing on my terminal again? You
No.
know that has bot setting on it.
Alright, but in any case, of course, TeePublic still has a sale going on at this point, or at least a bunch of new shirts for $13 for the next 12 hours. However, we do like to talk about TeePublic a little bit because I really do like all of these pony shirts that you can get off of them, and sometimes they're really amazing or interesting designs. Some of them are really weird. So let's go ahead and take a look at a few of them. First off, this is the one thing that I find kind of hilarious, that apparently we're turning everything into a Kieran now. So behold, Big Macintosh Family Kieran.
That does not surprise me.
Of course, for late Valentine's, Fluttershy Valentine t-shirt.
It is how it be sometimes.
It's just how it be. And because we are right now in an election here, everybody, let's go ahead and vote for Sunbutt.
I'm down for a Sunbutt for president. But I know which one you really want to win.
Oh, of course.
I don't know.
Okay, let's see.
You forgot about the little joke here.
Oh, dang, I actually kind of like that one there. Alright. And t-shirt, Dash versus Seekers.
Ooh, I love the Starstring and Rainbow Dash rivalry that we have.
Where does iceberg for you go?
Of course, we have the finale t-shirt.
Same journals.
And I'm going to go ahead and shut my door a little bit there. Oh, actually, this is a shirt I need to... well, maybe if it was a little bit better design, but... The inevitable crossover of Transformers and My Little Pony. That's right, there's a t-shirt for that now.
It did not take them long.
We've had years for this.
Yeah.
The comic.
It's like,
And, of course, if you really like that good old pony life...
Her eyes are not red enough.
But yeah, the only problem is looking over at the pony stuff. It has a lot of other random things, and like there's a weird one with a pencil and eraser together as friends. I don't know. Some of these t-shirts are really, really weird. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna put this out here.
Good as hell.
Honestly, that statement should go to this.
so kind of.
Oh, Angel. Okay. I'm like, why did
Yeah.
I stream at such a delay, I wonder.
It's because it.
If you're on Twitch, just pause and.
Unfortunately, there's always going to be a delay on the streams unless I also stream through Discord at the same exact time, and I have no idea how it would take on that.
Yeah, I was on Twitch. Normally you get a very little latency, but it's taking its time, it feels today.
Sometimes happens.
Alright, and for the final... Oh my god, actually no, second to final, because that one's actually so cool, I gotta end on it. So yeah. And here's one for You Know Who You Are, if you get this one. I don't need to say anything else. The fact that we're doing...
Cuddles.
The fact that we are doing Derpy Boru tags means that that's the only reason I'm allowing this.
Also, second, be happy your phone is muted. Otherwise, there would be a real awkward thing.
I don't see anything wrong.
There we go. Yeah, I guess some people, like I say, you know who you are.
Yay.
No, there's I saw nothing wrong with that shirt.
Nothing at all.
Absolutely no implications whatsoever.
And Celestia Kieran.
Now, if you excuse me, I need like 5 minutes away from you.
It's okay. We still got. And of course, we have Celestia Kieran, which is this is just so stupidly awesomely designed. I almost want it just for that. Alright, and those are a little fun with the TeePublic shirts. If you like any of them or just want to check them out, be sure to check TeePublic. Really, they have a ton of shirts. Now moving on. Valentine's may be over, but you can still get Valentine's themed music with Pinkamena Party with Infatuated with Pony. Pony Do Me 7. A lot of mature content music here. Of course, it is a bank... Sorry?
I was saying, in case you can't tell by the cover.
Yeah. Of course, this is a Bandcamp album, so it is a name your price album. You can pay just as low as $1 or as much as you want for 16 different albums, all themed around very extreme Valentines. I think that's the best way to put it. But all honesty, I think you might find some of you out there might find it interesting and fun. It's still really good music regardless. Granted, expect it to be a little bit more hardcore.
That just reminds me, the rock station I listen to, they decided to try, because it was a Valentine's on Friday, so they tried doing the classical romantic stuff, and they lasted like about 2 songs, and then got back to their heavy metal for the rest of their Valentine's music.
That sounds about
Yep,
right.
that's how we go.
That's as far as we go, everybody. Alright, so Transformers My Little Pony in Friendship in Disguise is available for pre-order on Amazon with a tentative release date of November 3rd. So little by little, the books are coming out for pre-order for people to buy. And if you want to get a crossover immediately, apparently they got Transformers and that comes out in a few weeks. Okay, so Transformers and Ghostbusters.
They already did the toys. We just need the
Ghost
actual
of
comic.
Cybertron. It's like, Ghost of Cybertron just sounds really cool just as a cover, but it's like, why Ghostbusters with it?
It's the only excuse they have of getting the Ghostbusters there.
I guess, but that just sounds really cool for a horror scenario.
Although, to be fair, Starstream's Ghost would be a fun villain.
Okay, I'm starting to think that there's
It's
something...
still useless.
I'm starting to think there's something really weird going on with the world of Transformers, because there's also a crossover with Transformers and the Terminator.
I think they're just getting desperate.
I don't know what to think.
Quick, what was popular?
Have you seen the Terminator franchise? It is not popular at the moment.
Actually, I thought...
I said what was popular. That's the key.
Oh, wow, that's a fun image to come back on. Let's go ahead and change that out.
Hi, Luna!
Alright, so...
Hey, Luna, I played your games.
Speaking of which, Them's Fightin' Herds has released their official soundtrack on Steam. $10 and you get the Them's Fightin' Herds soundtrack. Along with that, they have released updates that they are going to be updating the game further, along with new skins for backers, as well as new skins in general, giving all of the different fighting herds a dark, evil-looking one. Basically, they're shadow versions. So that'll be fun, too. Okay. Also, in the realm of comics, there is currently a 3-page iTunes preview of Friendship is Magic 87. Unfortunately, I don't recall what 87 is in regards to anything. So, if you're curious, take a look, but we're going to go ahead and move on from there.
I like how the sound effect is just run, 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 run.
I skimmed through it. It's some sort of race thing.
Alright, and let's go on to the mobile game. So currently the mobile game is still in the future, this time with Yona learning how to do equestrian dances with the older grown-up student 6 for some reason. I'm not going to lie, I kind of burned through the plot really quickly, so I have no idea what's going on.
From what everyone in the Discord chat about it is saying is that they really need to stop with all these we're dealing with the future kind of things, because they've really run it down.
Yeah, at least dial it back for a little while, because it's like...
At least this time, instead of following Lyra and Bonbon, we are following Ocellus, Gallus, and Silverstream, as they are trying to fix something that was changed from one of the previous events. Because they had, in one of the previous events, they had to reschedule the Amity Ball. Which means, yes, Yona didn't go dance with Sandbar.
And let me guess, they just basically did a Marty McFly where they're slowly evaporating from existence unless they get her to kiss it, unless they get Sandbar to kiss Yona at the dance.
They were forgetting what happened then.
No, I know, I was just making a terrible joke.
Yes.
And also,
back to the past, Samurai Jack.
It also reminds me of the freaking Rick and Morty Snake episode. Basically, it just deals with the whole time travel Terminator thing, but they kind of crank it up to a stupid 11.
Yeah. Well, I've already gotten the one that I really wanted from this, because Gallus in that gold armor, so awesome.
Oh yeah.
All I can think of when people say Rick and Morty now is freaking AEW, with the best friends coming out to Rick and Morty introducing them. It's like, hey, you hear them go, hey guys, just remember, try not to fall on your heads. Yeah, don't fall on your heads, guys.
All right, let's go ahead and move on here. But yeah, the mobile game isn't too bad. It's the same stuff that we've always got, just now a different storyline to go with it.
Just make sure you have a better phone than mine, because mine is starting to lag in Ponyville.
Now, for a little bit more fun, 3D images have popped out. Well, 3D models for the My Little Pony movie and more have popped up over at Andrew Hickenbottom on his site. Over at ArtStation. Essentially, a lot of these were used for possible promotional figures as well as actual figures. In fact, looking at them, you can see where some of the, my brain hurts.
I think that Rainbow Dash has been used in a giant statuette.
Actually, yeah, the giant statuettes also have some of these figures. But giant statuettes, Guardians of Harmony, the My Little Pony movie, plastic figures. A lot of these 3D images were used for this stuff, which is really, really awesome. But at the same time, some of these didn't come out, and it's kind of sad that they didn't, because they kind of look awesome. I mean, I would like so much to get a big old statue of just the main 6 like this. Though I'm not sure.
All together.
Just all together like that, though. I don't know how feasible that would actually be.
It's called wires and super glue.
Well, either that or clear plastic plates.
I guess.
If you want to be reasonable.
Is between everyone down below.
But yeah, no, I mean, I got a lot of these figures. I know where some of them are, but it's just really awesome to see the little 3D aspect of all of them. This is how they make their toys, everybody. They actually 3D model them to know exactly what they look like and print it that way. Welcome to the future.
Also, as someone who does 3D modeling and printing, you gotta be real careful.
Well, yeah, of course. But instead, let's go ahead and talk about something else entirely. So, Courage is Magic has dropped its 4th version of the 2nd edition, which appears to be the last one that they're going to be doing, mostly because the person who took it over has decided that they're done with the original Courage is Magic, and they want to start doing their own thing with it.
Never a bad thing.
Yeah.
What is this?
This is the MLP D&D crossover that's fan made.
Basically, this is this was made this was originally made by somebody named Wuna, and it was inherited by White Mage of Doom, who continued to update it and fix it up until it was at least well balanced enough to function.
I think it has like 5th edition compatibility.
I don't think it's compatible with anything like. It's a role playing game of its own. You play this one. There's nothing for it to be compatible with. It plays by itself.
Which is always cool, so you can do a homebrew system pretty easily that way.
Yep, it's its own homebrew. So if you want to check it out and do your own RPG campaigns, whether in a Discord or in person, now you have the Courage is Magic 4th revision out there. Moving right along, and final little bit of news. The My Little Pony movie has been announced for release dates in the Netherlands on October 13th next year, United Kingdom October 15th next year, and Turkey October 22nd of next year. What does that mean for us? Absolutely nothing, because we get it on September 24th. But it is still confirming that the movie is slated to come out one way or another, so next year is going to be very exciting to see.
Yeah, at least we know we're getting it now. At least we got actual dates.
Yeah, we're getting more and more dates, so it's not as tentative as it used to be. So,
considering they said that first, like, yeah, the movie's coming out like around summer, and then they pushed it back like around fall, and around December, and then they pushed it like clear back to sometime next year, and you're like, are they just gonna cancel it at this point?
well, the only thing we can do now is to try to summon the demons of coal dust. Let's say next we have the challenge of the week.
Also,
Challenge of the week.
and while you do that, I'm just going to say, random awesomeness, they now have the Super Train Megazord up for the mini plot, and it comes with the vehicles that was stored in it. So 2 robots for the price of 1.
Mini bar.
Cool.
$175.
Mini bar.
Wait, there's a mini
There we
bar.
are.
Wait, there's a mini bar in the Megazord?
Yes.
Finally, we know how.
I think you could put a mini bar in a train Megazord.
I think you could actually.
What the fuck did I just walk into?
Nobody knows.
Toa
It's called a robot being.
Koi was trying to intersect with something that nobody knows what in the hell he's talking about, but he said mini bar and we ran with it because that was the only funny thing.
No, see, here's what happened. We found out the real reason why the teenagers had attitude.
Never sober.
Well, fuck you, Rita. Get the fuck out of here with your giant monsters and the.
Damn you, Goldar! This is the last time. Wow, those armor makes your muscles look good, though.
I'm so cold here. You know what that means?
All right, the challenge of the week, which was chocolates. Chocolates.
Chocolates.
Wonderful, sweet candy that you get because you were either feeling depressed, you're feeling happy, or you found it for 50% off in a big cart that was right next to the holiday display. But we also had the Protest Initiative Challenge.
Cheesy Valentine's cards. Why did I do that?
Because
cheesy Valentines.
tis the season.
Because you were trying to contradict what I did initially with the chocolates.
That, and you also still high off of the fact you and Circuit were gushing over the Valentines.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Those Valentines were great this year. I'm just saying. They were top tier.
You're not wrong, but you are also high.
Those Valentines were the
I'm
best.
actually not high. I'm just very tired and drink coffee way too much and don't have a brain.
Okay, by the way, am I the only one here that thinks that this image of Circuit has him with an 80s haircut?
He's got the windswept look.
You think that's crazy? It took me forever just to do it like that. I had the hardest time in hell with that hair. hardest time in hell?
Oh, one reason is, I don't know, the fact that you're supposed to only have white hair on one side and then green comes out on the other.
Leave me alone.
Hey, it's his
Windswept.
OC. Toa,
Yeah,
it's his OC. He can change it however he wants.
You know what? Considering how everything else is set up in the picture, I think Windswept might actually work into it really well.
Also, you've got your white strip down your mane.
Leave me alone. Do you know how I literally drew this as the pre-show was starting?
Okay, Circuit. What you get one more from me.
Okay.
I'm looking at this. I think there should be a keyboard and a room of mirrors and singing Iran.
You know, I'm pretty sure I should know this reference. I just don't know what it is.
It's literally the music video for Iran by
Yeah, it's look at the music video.
What's Iran?
You don't know Iran by Flock is God damn it.
Flock of Seagulls.
Oh, you mean Iran's so far away?
So far away.
It's officially only Iran. In parentheses, it's so far away.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not supposed to be drunk. I'm actually supposed to be blushing. Admittedly, though, I probably should have gone with the pinker color, but I was really, really trying to hurry.
Circuit. What I want to say.
When you remembered the blush.
I have one thing I want to say when it comes to your picture.
Yeah.
As, I love the fact that he is holding a 2 of hearts, and also just want to say that I see this and I just want to put the caption on it. That look he gives you when he's about to win Go Fish.
Well, what have I done? Anyway, the two heart.
Welcome to the club.
The thing is that the 2 of hearts is a Valentine's. It's supposed to be the 2 of hearts that beat us 1.
Aww.
That's
adorable.
I'm wondering how you got
No,
chocolate,
that's-
sweets and candy in the same type of box.
They're 3 different boxes, man.
They're all the same colors.
Sorry, Circuit.
You ever see Valentine's Day boxes? They're all the same colors.
Circuit, I apologize. I just threw up in my mouth a little bit from that line.
Fair enough. Okay. Everybody get their rag on this one. But no, seriously, this one was a pain for me to draw. But any case, I hope it does look like I am getting some improvement on, which is nice.
Indeed, and also I like the fact that it implies that your Valentine this year is viewers at home like you. Thank you.
Thanks to viewers.
Thanks
I feel
to
violated.
As soon as you start saying, I knew exactly where you're going. Like, oh crap.
well, it's either the viewers out there or maybe somebody just feels like they need that Valentine out there for themselves so they can take this one. Just be sure it's only the chocolates and the Valentine. Don't take anything else seriously. Please.
No, we're going to analyze every pixel of this.
Anyway, let's go ahead.
All the candy.
You know what? If we're going to analyze every pixel, let's go ahead and analyze somebody else's pixels. So, we do got some entries in regards to this, of course. We have Toakoi, who unfortunately is not helping the situation.
You know what? I actually have to say this on this. It's not actually not really making fun of it. I looked up, and for some reason, my eyes thought he was holding a gun to you.
For a hot second.
It is a gun. I mean, come on, look at that text. It's not quite Zalgo, but it's on the line of that, and we can't see half the words through.
Unfortunately, yeah, Toa,
it's really hard to read.
Toa, you really needed a different color on that one. It kind of blends, and it's too bright.
Yeah.
Talking about the blue, no, that was the one that stood out the most.
How did that stand out the most from all? Not even black.
You put a light color in front of a light background. It makes it very hard to read.
And at any point in time, you can put down text and then give it a border.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you could have easily bordered it.
Yeah, honestly, I think just an outline would have helped it here.
All right, so for those of you who can't read it, nothing is as sweet or as cheesy as chocolate-coated cheese, except you.
That's actually a pretty good line, honestly. Also, I actually appreciate the fact that the text doesn't exactly stand out perfectly because it's supposed to be a crummy, cheesy Valentine's card. I feel like this fits the bill perfectly. So, 10 out of 10. Good on you, Toa. I honestly, I'm giving you all the praises this round. This is actually pretty legit. You nailed the saying perfectly.
So,
yeah, but generally the reason why they choose black is because it is the cheapest color to do.
That's true, but even so, as far as it goes, for what it's worth, that's what I'm saying.
yeah. Okay, so apparently Toa gets the Genuine Praise Award this week.
You're welcome.
Again, I thank you, Cole.
Alright, and along with that, we do have another short story from Vaguely Creepy.
Oh man, alright, I'm buckled.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to rumble.
Ding.
Can I help you, sir? The bartending bird asked, finally deciding to say something to the pony, who'd taken a seat at the bar 5 minutes ago and not moved or spoken since. The off-white stallion looked around like he'd only just now seen the griffin before replying, I'm really not too picky. I reckon I just like a surprise, please, he said in a faint, almost monotone country drawl. Okay, one random drink coming right up. It was a weird order, but an easy one, so the griffin wasn't going to complain. After a few moments of unblinking silence, the earth pony piped up again. You know, life is full of surprises. Every time I think I know what's coming, something else happens instead. The griffin paused, not having expected a sudden philosophy lesson, but what really caught his attention was the candy his customer had just decided to set on the counter. You, just carry that with you everywhere? Yep. My mama always said life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. You could just, Griffin trailed off before reaching over and picking one of the chocolates out. Holding it up, he squeezed it lightly between his claws, just hard enough to crack the chocolate shell and reveal the gooey center inside. See? This one's orange. The stallion just stared back at the bird dully. Outside, Lupin scratched behind his ear lightly, watching the sparse hoof traffic go by. Well, this was boring. When the Tamford Diamond Dog got invited to put in some work as a part-time bouncer at the bar, he had assumed he'd occasionally get the chance to knock some heads, or at least glare at somebody until they decided to behave. But no. Business has been not only slow, but uneventful, with everyone who'd come in that night behaving themselves just fine. Suddenly, his ears perked up at the commotion coming from behind him. Some weird kind of thumping and squawking? He quickly tossed open the front door to the bar, stepped inside, and just as quickly as stopped. His griffin friend was running around the room in a panic, covering his head to ward off the blows of some buzz-cut pony wailing on him with what looked like a mangled box of Hearts and Tuesday candy. Stop! What'd I do? Lupin couldn't believe what he was seeing, and he couldn't stop a grin from crossing his face as he cracked his knuckles. Pfft. Finally. So, apparently, we managed to piss off a well-known person just by pointing out the flaws in his logic.
I was so excited because for a second I thought that was my character finally, like Off-White, Earth Pony.
No.
Dumb movie reference here.
And from what I'm assuming, Lupin is another one of Vaguely's OCs.
I'm sure Vaguely would be more than happy to respond to that. But yeah, either case, it was a good story. And we also have two other art entries, so they are not in part to the challenge of the week, but they are still pretty awesome nonetheless. Looks like Deathflight first tested out his artistic skills, comparing one of his newer arts to one of his older arts. I'm not going to deny I don't know which one's which, though it looks, I think the first one is the newer one, because it looks like it has a lot more detail and expression to it.
Yeah, the first one's newer.
You are improving, man.
You also made him look slightly more to the right.
I know, one day it's going to be clear over there, I'll tell you something.
So yeah, Deathlight has an awesome little bit of art here, and he also posted this up, which I think is a commission he's getting done.
Yeah, I got two of them getting done, but that one I'm more excited about.
Oh, in his glasses character.
Alright, so with all of that, we got our entries here, so let's go ahead and give out awards. Toakoi gets the Genuine Compliment Award and the Cheesy Chocolate Cake Factory Award. Okay, that didn't work out as well as I hoped. The Cheesy Chocolate Factory Award. Yeah. Vaguely Creepy gets the Self-Indulgence and Speak Softly and Carry a Chocolate Box Award.
It's a dangerous box.
You never know what you're going to get.
Boy, you know what they say.
And with that, we'll go ahead and issue the challenges for next week. Next week, I am seeing ponies. I am seeing silliness. I am seeing... Ooh, llama. Okay, yeah, I got nothing. I am drawing a complete blank.
You're seeing llamas?
Llama.
I'm seeing... You know what? I'm seeing quill pens. Why is it quill pens and what does it have to do with ponies? That's for you to decide. Somebody decide to start trying to go into the fine art of writing with a quill pen? Does somebody finally go into Quills and Sofa and deliver a fresh batch of quills to them after long months of only having the sofa? Is somebody stalking a certain known hippogriff that tends to talk a lot and apparently uses quills? It's up to you to decide.
You only stock two things. How are you out of the one thing? Okay.
But we also have the Protest Initiative Challenge.
Soup.
Quill pens and soup.
In all caps, soup.
Oh my god.
Why are you buying clothes at the soup store?
Soup!
Soup.
Ugh.
Soup indeed, everybody. Soup!
Soup.
We're buying ponies at the soup store.
Why are you buying soup at the clothing store?
Soup.
Soup.
Because it's cheap. They have it on sale. I mean, you ever go into a Ross, they actually have soup at the front counters now. It's really weird.
Yeah, it's getting ridiculous.